And we are live.
One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster.
Yes.
God! That's right, you guys. Woo! All right. Who doesn't love that song, One Night in Bangkok? Woo! That's an awesome song, and it's actually from an awesome Broadway production. Can anybody tell me what Broadway production that song, One Night in Bangkok, was written for? Please enter your answers now. I know I'm jumping the gun with trivia contest today, but I just had to because that song is so iconic. Reminds me of my honeymoon and Bangkok, Thailand. Because you know what? I'm Katie.
I'm Becca.
And welcome to Cool Job Cooking with Katie and Becca. Hi, everybody. We're so excited today because I know you all love Thai cooking, and I love it so much. I wrote a Thai cookbook called Everyday Thai Cooking, you guys. And guess what? We're giving away a copy of Everyday Thai Cooking today to one lucky winner. All you have to do is comment on Facebook or Instagram. You can just say hi. You can answer a question. You can say Becca rocks. You can just show us a little emoji, whatever you like, and you're eligible to win. Welcoming today, we have a whole crew and a special guest today. Welcoming Margaret McSweeney, our guest director. Hey, Margaret.
Hi. With my little helper. Yeah. And it's so great to be here again. Thank you, Katie.
Oh my goodness, what is your little nugget's name there?
This is my grand puppy, Coda. He's a senior rescue Chihuahua from San Francisco.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Hey, Coda. So Margaret McSweeney, if you don't know, is the host of the award-winning Kitchen Chat podcast series, where she interviews culinary luminaries and all her foodie friends, from Jacques Pepin to Stephanie Iser to Carla Hall. So please check out her podcast. She's going to be copying and pasting the URL to her site and her podcast right now. And she's going to be fielding all your questions and comments today. We also have Paul Hemstreet behind the scenes producing our amazing show. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
Good. How are you? He's joining us from Santa Clarita, California. And let's not forget my brother, Bill Chen, also all the way from Chicago. Hey, Bill.
Hi.
This is my brother, Bill. He'll be fielding all your Instagram comments and questions, okay? Now, last but not least, our piece de resistance, our special guest, Mr. Christos Garkinos, everybody. Woo! Hey! Oh my goodness, are we doing doll therapy today?
This is Anna Wintour and Karl Lagerfeld. Get your fashion sense going.
Oh my God, I love it.
I have a chihuahua, so that's the next best thing.
I love it. So Christos Garkinos is a fashion personality. You may recognize him from Bravo's The Duke of Melrose. And of course, his coveted trunk show, luxury trunk show, is called Covet by Christos. You can find him soon in a city near you, but you should check out his show on IG Live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where he interviews all sorts of fashion, lifestyle, interior designers, chefs like me on his show, and he sells some amazing vintage clothing, accessories. He can tell you all about it. So Christos.
Hi, it's so good to be here.
Can you just tell us a little bit of your background and how you got to be where you are today?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm here today. I'm actually from Detroit originally. I'm a Detroit boy. I grew up like you in the restaurant business. My parents had a restaurant called the Meat Town Inn, MEAT. My dad was a chef. My mom was out back. There was a sign on the door that said, "This ain't no Burger King. You get it my way, or you don't get the god darn thing." So it was kind of a real big diner that way. So I really love that we both have that background. It's led to like many great careers for me. I've pivoted like you. I've now been in fashion now for 20 years. I'm known as the Robin Hood of fashion. I kind of take from the real rich and sell the slightly less rich. I hang out in women's closets. It's what I do for a living, and I consign from them that I resell. And I started this new business 2 years ago. going around the country in these smaller markets to kind of bring ladies luxuries good and men luxury goods like Chanel, Hermes, things like that. And because of the pandemic, I had to pivot. So now I'm all online, like you said, every night, 5 o'clock. And I am an ex-Bravo person. I had my own show. I was involved with some Bravo drama today, which I'll tell you about later. Oh my God.
Ooh, can you tell now? Can you just spill some of the beans?
Involves a housewife or housewives.
Well, I'm sure their ears are burning right now, and I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, I'm scared. But I'm happy to hear.
Christos, you know, it's been really challenging for all of us during COVID, right? And I know that a lot of people out there are having virtual dinner parties. I've had a couple of them myself. But can you give us some tips on what to wear to a virtual dinner party?
A smile. No. Okay.
A lovely blouse, a smile, and no pants?
And no pants. Pot of pants. You know what I say? You may want to make, what is it called? Pot of cream? I say pot of pants. So basically, I would just say, you know, it's all about this area here, you know, and so for the most part, if you're a lady, I'd say like a real statement sort of blouse with some good shoulders, not Joan Collins 80s era, but that's kind of good. But then, or some like really great statement earrings. That's a nice thing to wear. You know, gloves are lovely. You can wear some, and are also very hygienic. So 3/4 length gloves while you're eating with a cocktail.
Ooh, how very breakfast at Tiffany's.
I know, or lunch. And
the only gloves I have here are like skiing gloves, but
I know.
I'll try to make it work.
You've never invited me to that part of the world. I don't understand why I've never visited. It's very sad.
Oh, you're such a liar. Oh my God. Liar,
yeah, so I think though that's really important to kind of like, you know, theme it up. I was actually, it wasn't a dinner party, but I went to a disco. We go to a disco together called Giorgio's. Katie and I tear up the dance floor once a week pre-pandemic. And we had a disco party. So I brought my disco ball and my disco outfit. I had a Diana Ross t-shirt on, so I themed it that way.
Oh, I love that.
I love a good theme.
Yeah. Hey, Margaret McSweeney, do you have any questions for Christos?
Let's look. Everyone's saying hello, and they can't wait to see what you're cooking. So many of your friends are on the show. Philip, goodness, so many people.
Hi, everybody. But Margaret, do you have any questions specifically for Christos?
Well, I have a question, if that's okay. What do you think makes food so fashionable?
That's an interesting question. I think if, you know, Katie and I have talked about this often, how often food and fashion follow trends. Like, you know, in terms of like, you know, there's back in the day in the 90s where LA food was known for being kind of minuscule, like patina. Remember back in the day with patina, it was like, oh, thank you for my piece of cucumber and my radish. That's $100. So, and then, you know, as things got to be like more like hardy and like we went through a recession, I think food became hardier as they closed, a little bit less like daring, a little more conservative, you know? So I think those trends being fashionable, I think trends of fast food and fashion follow each other very much so.
I think that's really true. Hey, Bill, do we have any questions coming in from anyone on Instagram?
No questions, but lots of hellos from Love Sun, Coach Leah, London, Sienna's Mima.
Hi. Hi, Instagram friends. Okay, Christos, I have one additional question for you.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people during these crazy times where we're on lockdown again, especially, a lot of people are, you know, dealing with anxiety, depression, they're feeling a little blue. Can you recommend some great fashion tips? You know what? Because I think sometimes it's important to get dressed, right? You might be tempted to stay in your pajamas all day like me, but it's important to get dressed, right? And feel good about yourself. Can you recommend some things that could boost your mood, whether it's color or the type of accessories you might put on for the day?
Okay, here's my first tip. Buy new underwear or lingerie. There's nothing better than getting a package in with some nice lingerie that you want to wear for your partner or partneress, and some underwear, so it's like kind of fun to be able to put on clean underwear, literally. So that gives you an incentive to get dressed. I think that's one thing I do for sure. Clean underwear and new underwear. How exciting is that? I got some this week. I think also, just like ignore pants with zippers at the moment in your closet. I just got these new pair of pants called Public Rec. They're sort of like this pant that is like it's a cozy, like workout pant / pants. So I feel like I'm wearing pants, but I'm really not, but I feel like I'm dressed, that's really important,
Ooh.
right?
Look.
The fact they're not paying me, that's a really good thing. It's also, I think also it's a good time to see what's in your closet. I think it's a good time to kind of go through and clean and really look at your closet. And like, if there's pieces in your closet that have been there like for 5 or 6 years, you haven't worn, it's time to either donate, sell, or swipe out, or just give away basically. And I think and that's an important thing to do, with like kind of making yourself feel better about what's in your closet. Because listen, getting up every day going, I thank God I have this show like you do. I do my show 5 times a week. And if I didn't have to get ready by 5 o'clock every day, I feel like I'm going for the restaurant shift. Like used to work like the late shift, the restaurant, like 4 p.m. to midnight. That's why I feel like I go in the shower at 3 o'clock. Because, when you have hundreds of people dialing in, you got to look good, right?
You got to. That's great advice. You heard it here first, you guys. #buy lingerie. I don't really have any lingerie. I've been married for 15 years, but that's a great tip because it does make you feel fresh. It makes you feel good about yourself, and you get a cool new package to open up that arrives on your doorstep. Right, Christos?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Christos. Everyone follow Christos at Covet by Christos. His show, once again, is Monday through Friday on Instagram. It's called Live in the Closet with Christos. And I may be a guest sometime soon. Right, Christos?
Well, you misbehaved last time, so I don't know if I'm letting you back on.
I got 50 lashes with a wet noodle. Anyway, with that, Christos, thanks for joining us. Everyone follow him and please take his advice because we can all feel better through food and fashion. All right, awesome. So let's just dive into our first recipe, okay? We are doing 2 super easy Thai recipes. What's the first one, Becca?
Oh, Thai chicken pizza.
Thai chicken pizza. If you watched our show last time, I promised I would make it this time. This is sort of a fusion spin on a popular favorite, obviously. It's super easy to make. I'm going to show you first how to make our peanut dressing that's going to go on the pizza crust, okay? Now, this is a great peanut sauce because you can use it for almost anything. You can put it on grilled meats. You can use it as a salad dressing. You can use it as a stir-fry sauce. So Becca's going to stand over here to my right. And we're going to start with, let's go to our top-down camera, Paul.
All right.
Oh, okay, so we have some coconut milk. Can we put this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Some brown sugar. Fish sauce.
now I got my fish sauce from World Market, everybody, welcoming our friends at World Market today. We're using a lot of their amazing products in our recipes. What else?
Red curry paste. Wow, you never did the answer for what Broadway means.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Becca. And what else?
Lime juice.
Fresh squeezed lime juice. And
some peanut butter.
we have some creamy peanut butter. You could use crunchy peanut butter if you wanted to for a bit of crunch. That's always a good alternative as well. Okay, now I'm just going to add a bit of water, and Becca's just going to stir this to combine till all of the ingredients are blended. And I have this at about medium-high heat. Good job, Becca.
Should you use a spatula?
You can just stir it with a spatula. Okay, so it's just gonna all come together, and you kind of press the curry paste into the bottom of the pan along with the peanut butter. And she's just gonna keep stirring that and stirring that. Now, while she's doing that, let's just talk about the answer to my question. I'm gonna give you guys another chance to enter in your comment, okay? What not so famous, what Broadway musical was the song One Night in Bangkok written for? Please enter your answers now, because you know what, you guys? Anybody that comments is eligible to win everyday Thai cooking, okay? So just enter in your answer. What is the name of the Broadway musical? All right, you guys. No Googling, you guys. All right. Okay, Margaret, back to you. Tell us who else has joined us on Facebook today.
So many people are here. Frederick, Kim, Nicole, oh my goodness, Dan, and Glenn Seifert was wondering if your book has a recipe for pad crop powell in the book, if your new book, or if your book every day.
Could you repeat the name of the dish?
Yes. So Glenn Seifert says, do you have a recipe for pad cra, K-R-A, powell in the book?
Unfortunately, Glenn, I do not, but I will DM you separately with a recipe for that dish. And Glenn is a big winner of our Charles & Company tea set from last week. Congratulations, Glenn, from Las Vegas. Yay. Hey, Billy Chin, anyone joining us new from Instagram?
We have Dan Edmondson. I don't know who this is. Kimchi Mom. Coach Leah from before.
Hey, Coach Leah. Congratulations on being a big winner of our Tea Drops gift set. Okay, now, as you can see, look at that peanut sauce. It took less than 5 minutes. So easy to make. All right, Paul, can you switch to the top-down camera again?
Here we go.
Okay. Here we go. All right, you guys, I just have some stone fire naan here. I got from the grocery store, but you can use whatever you'd like as your pizza base. And Becca's gonna spread some of the peanut sauce on top of our little rounds. I'm just making some mini pizzas because these are super fun to share if you're gonna have a little cocktail party. Or this also makes a great lunch for kids, super fast and easy. I just like to serve this with some marinated cucumbers, it's super delicious, or just like a light salad, okay? Now, if you like your peanut sauce on the really spicy side, the ay caramba side, just add a couple of squirts of sriracha or add a bit more red curry paste, okay? All right, that's good, Becca. Excellent job.
Did you tell them the answer?
Oh, right. Okay, so the answer to the trivia question, I don't know, did anybody enter an answer? Did we stump everybody with that, Margaret?
I think you stumped everyone.
Yeah, I do know the answer, but I can't say.
Paul, just take it away. It's fine.
You want me to say?
Yeah.
All right. It's Chess, the musical.
Yes, it's chess. This coming from a graduate student of Cal Arts. Okay, now we're going to add some shredded cheese.
Do you have to add cheese?
You don't have to add cheese. If you're lactose intolerant, you don't have to add cheese. Or you could do some soy cheese if you wanted to. Vegan cheese. Good point, Becca. Next, we're going to add some roast chicken. This is an excellent recipe for leftovers because you can just chop up some roast chicken, leftover roast chicken, or if you wanted to, you could grill some chicken breast and just chop it up. Of course, you could do this completely vegetarian and omit the chicken. You could also do this with beef, shrimp, or pork if you wanted to. And then to this, we're going to add some shredded carrots. So this is sort of like a peanutty pad thai on top of a pizza crust. And then we're going to add
Some bean sprouts.
some bean sprouts, which adds another great layer of crunch, you guys, okay? Then next, we're going to add some green onion. And then we're going to add
Some peanuts.
some chopped peanuts. Very good. Now, what I like to do is add a little more cheese on top. And then we just stick this in the broiler for a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the broiler. Okay. And that will be done in about 4 minutes. It's super fast and super easy. Next, we're going to move on to our pad thai recipe. Now, pad thai, this is a true or false question, you guys. So please enter in your answers, true or false. Pad thai became a national dish in Thailand during World War II because there was a shortage of rice. So the Prime Minister of Thailand encouraged everybody to eat more noodles. Please enter your answers now. Is that true or is it false? What do you think, Becca? True or
I
false?
think it's true.
Becca thinks it's true, so it must be right. Okay, here we go. All right, now let's talk about the tofu that's going in this dish. We are using some firm tofu. Now, a lot of you are probably perplexed when you open up your package of tofu because it's super wet, right, Becca?
Yeah.
And you're like, what do I do with this? if I use my tofu when it's wet like this, it's gonna make my stir fry super soggy, and nobody wants soggy tofu. So there's a couple of methods, right, to avoid this from happening. One is you can slice up your tofu, take paper towels, and just absorb all the moisture. But that's really sort of not great for the planet because you're using a lot of paper towels, and also
Save
isn't
the trees.
super. Yes, let's say it again, Becca.
Save the trees.
That's right. Let's save the trees, everybody. So here's a method that my mother taught me. You basically take the block of tofu and you place it between two plates.
A tofu sandwich.
Becca calls this a tofu sandwich. So Paul's gonna share a little video on how to do this. It's super easy. Paul, do you wanna go ahead and show everybody the tofu video?
Here we go. Sorry.
How to press tofu. Keep the firm texture of your tofu by pressing it with this simple technique. You will need tofu, 2 dinner plates, and a book. Step 1, put your tofu on a flat dinner plate. Step 2, place another plate right side up on top of the tofu. Step 3, place a book that weighs between 2 and 3 pounds on top of the top plate. Make sure the top plate stays flat to prevent breakage or crumbling. Step 4, remove the book and the top plate after 30 to 40 minutes of pressing. Discard the liquid. Step 5, start preparing your tofu. Think about all the great soy recipes you'll make right at home. Did you know tofu is a good source of protein, B vitamins, iron, and calcium, and contains no cholesterol?
Great, wasn't that easy? Super fast. Hey, Margaret and Paula, Bill, did you guys know about this technique?
I had never heard of that, and it looks so wonderful. You know, some questions are coming up, Chef Katie. Leslie Rosenthal Alcanati says, would it work without the fish sauce?
Yes, you could actually substitute fish sauce with some Worcestershire sauce and a bit of lime juice, or you could do extra soy sauce and some lime juice.
Perfect. And some people are answering your questions too.
Oh, okay, let it rip.
Yes, so Baziena thinks it's true. Leslie says, gotta be true, you wouldn't lie to us. Lynn thinks it's false. So, and others are commenting as well.
Okay, hey, but how about you, Paul? I mean, Billy. Anybody answering on Instagram?
Well, yeah, we have some answers. Dan Edmondson says false. He also says it's a sponge, I guess, for the tofu. And then he's going to win today. May Condren, who's on, says true.
Hey, May. Hey, Dan. Well, the answer is
Nigel says false.
okay. Well, you know what? It seems like most people are leaning towards the true column. And as a matter of fact, it is true. And that's how pad thai became a national dish of Thailand. Okay, you guys, back to the tofu. So I did this method myself earlier this morning. We had a book on top of the tofu. I'm just gonna grab her book. Pippa Park raises her game. Okay. Required reading for a 12-year-old, I guess. So as you can see here, just like the video shows, look at all this liquid. Do you want to switch the top down, Paul?
Here we go.
Can you see all the liquid that was released? It's quite a bit. So this will ensure that you have nice, dry stir fries, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna take the block of tofu and we're gonna just slice this into cubes. Becca's gonna slice our tofu into cubes. While Paul can go back to our top-down camera now. Okay, you guys, you ready? We're gonna get cooking. This dish is super fast, just like our pizza. I'm worried my pizza's gonna burn. I'm gonna just turn the oven off over there. Okay, so to this, I'm adding some World Market oil. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons, okay, you guys? And then to this, I'm going to add some shrimp. We're just gonna let this get nice and hot. About a medium-high heat is what I like to work with. Let me find another spatula over here. Eek. Okay. Can you hand me the garlic? Yeah. Okay, so once our oil is nice and hot, I'm gonna add about a clove of garlic. I like to use the jarred garlic available from Melissa's or World Market. We're just gonna let the garlic become fragrant. This takes about 30 seconds. Now I call this 15-minute pad thai, you guys, I call this 15-minute pad thai, you guys, because it is so fast and easy. Now, typically Thai recipes call for tamarind concentrate, but I know that's not something all of you have in your pantry. So we're not using tamarind concentrate. We're using other ingredients that you probably have in your kitchen already that emulate the sour, sweet flavor of tamarind. So now I'm going to add some shrimp, but you could use chicken in this dish if you wanted to. You could use pork, you could use beef, or you could make this an entirely vegetarian preparation. So you want to stir fry the shrimp until it turns about pink. All right, just like so. And Becca's doing a great job cooking her tofu. Cutting her tofu. I'm gonna add some of this to the pan right now. All right, so let's let this shrimp cook. And while that's cooking, Becca's gonna make the stir fry sauce that goes along in this dish. Okay, you're done.
Yep.
Thank you. Becca's done. Okay, thank you. All right, the stir fry sauce contains some chicken broth. Next.
Lime juice.
Good job. Next.
Paprika.
Paprika that gives that beautiful red hue to pad thai. I'm going to just stir this as we go. Keep going.
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce. Yay. What else?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar, because as you know, pad thai has a very sweet note, right? But it's also savory, and we have the umami goodness from the fish sauce.
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch. We're adding cornstarch because that's going to thicken the sauce. What else?
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce. Once again, Leslie Alcanati. You can substitute with Worcestershire sauce and more lime juice, or soy sauce and lime juice, or just get some tamarind concentrate, which is completely kosher and vegetarian. Okay, now let's go back to our top down, Paul.
Okay.
And as you can see, our shrimp is turning white. Next, Becca's gonna hand me the egg. So we have a whisked egg we're gonna add to the pot, and we're just gonna scramble this because traditional pad thai does have scrambled eggs in it. Just gonna keep on, my shrimp just flew out of my pan. I'm gonna catch that. I've got flying shrimp, oh no. And we're just gonna keep stir frying till the egg sets, okay? Next, we're gonna add not quite yet. We're gonna add our rice noodles. I have them draining over here. Okay, you guys, here I have my rice noodles. So when I buy dried rice noodles, the best way to prepare them for recipes is to bring a pot of water to a boil. Okay, then you turn off the water and then you add the dried noodles. And you let that sit for about 10 minutes. Then once the noodles set for about 10 minutes, you take them out and then you just drain and rinse them in a colander. Okay. Becca's gonna add a bit more tofu because she loves tofu, all that great plant-based protein. Now we're gonna add our pad thai stir-fry sauce. And I'm just using some tongs here so that all the noodles are coated with our delicious sauce. Does that look good to you guys? Does that look good to you guys?
Yes.
All right. So you want to heat this through so that the cornstarch can do its job. And when I say do its job, I mean let the sauce thicken. So we're just letting this thicken. Okay. Then I'm going to get. All right, Becca's informing Dylan it's time for his guitar lesson. You better get down there, Dylan. Go on. Come on. Now, I know a lot of you are like me. You're at home working. You've got kids at home. You've got to occupy everybody. Oh, yeah. Okay, while our pad thai sauce sets, I think we forgot to do something. What's that, Paul?
No, it's the TikTok dance party.
I just got so carried away by my stir frying, I forgot about our TikTok dance break. All right, everybody, it's time for our TikTok dance break. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. That was just as bad as it was the last time I did it, but I promise you I am practicing. I am working on it. Oh, it was Daddy's lesson. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, you guys. Now, our pad thai sauce is coming together. It's slightly thickened. You can see the really pretty hue from all the paprika. All right. So I think we're actually ready to plate our gorgeous pad thai. Now let mommy take over, okay, sweetie? Okay. Now some people like to throw in some, this is gonna take a while. A lot of people like to throw in maybe some broccoli. So this becomes a one pot meal. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this. Okay. All right, let's go to top down, Paul.
Okay.
This is gonna save some time. Here we go. See that? It's freezing. All right. All right, let's go back to center stage. Now Becca's gonna help me. She's going to accessorize our pad thai. I'm using fashion terms because Christos was on the show today. She's going to accessorize this dish with just in clumps. Okay. First, with some purple cabbage. Isn't that gorgeous? We also have
Some shredded carrots.
shredded carrots. I think this is my favorite part of pad thai, is making it look so pretty like this, right? We have some bean sprouts in a clump. Thanks. Good job.
And
Then we have cilantro leaves.
oh yeah, on top, right?
All over. Some cilantro leaves.
Wait, I have a question.
Becca has a question.
Why do you want to do it in little clumps?
Well, that's just because it's so attractive and people can just add what they'd like to their portion. Great question, Becca. And then last but not least, we're going to garnish with some crushed peanuts. How does that look, Margaret, Paul, and Bill? Does that look good?
Oh, I wish we didn't live so far away. I would love to be in your kitchen right now.
I wish I could teleport over to you, Margaret and Billy and
Yes.
Paul, and serve this up. Okay, our delicious 15-minute pad thai. So easy, so fast, and also so healthy. As you can see, we use very little oil in this dish. Okay, I'm gonna just set this over here. And then, okay, Becca's gonna bring over our pizzas. You can sit down.
I'm showing you.
Oh, thanks, honey. How about we do this? How about I take this? We put this here. All right, now let's just go top down again and take a look at our beautiful pizzas. And Becca's gonna garnish this with some more cilantro leaves. Does that look yummy, you guys?
So good.
And it was so fast, right? So easy, so fast. Obviously, you can make this full size if you wanted to. Now, do we have any new friends joining us, Margaret or Billy?
Oh, so many people are jumping in. Robert Butler joined.
Hi, Robert.
Diane gives a big thumbs up. And Glenn says, yum. Lots of yum and hearts coming through on Facebook.
Awesome. How about over to you, Bill, on Instagram?
Well, we have the same people as before participating. Mimi Slavin, May Chandran.
Hey, Mimi Slavin.
Thanks.
Hi, guys.
She's
Hi,
so hungry.
everybody.
Looks amazing.
Awesome. So I hope you enjoyed our show today. Let's just take another quick look at our easy and delicious dishes. We have our 15-minute pad thai, yum, yum, yum. And we also have our easy chicken, Thai chicken pizzas. Once again, the recipes will be available soon on chefkatiechin.com. We've had a bit of a technical issue over the last few days. I've been on the phone for 2 hours today with register.com. So I'm hoping that's resolved today. really hoping, but the recipes will be available to you soon. Just wanted to mention one more time, we're giving away a copy of what, Becca?
Everyday Thai cooking.
Yay! We're giving away a copy of my Thai cookbook, Everyday Thai Cooking. I know that Dan Edmondson is just salivating right now because I know he really wants to win. But it is a very simple cookbook to use. And as I was saying before, my husband and I did go to Thailand on our honeymoon. So a lot of the recipes in the book were inspired by our trip to Thailand. Obviously, more than 12 years ago. It was like 15 years ago. Even if it wasn't, that's okay, right? Right. Okay, you guys. So any final comments or questions before we do the countdown? We do a 10-second countdown, so you each have one more opportunity to be eligible to win. Margaret, Bill, any final comments?
Oh, well, and the charity side. I love how you promote the
Oh my gosh,
charities.
thank you, Margaret. Margaret, yes, we want to keep those food banks full during COVID especially. So if you love the show, please make a donation to Feeding America, and Margaret will be copying and pasting the URL to make a donation. Right, Margaret?
Yes, it's already up.
Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, well, if there are no final comments, questions, or love you want to share, we're just going to do a 10-second countdown so you're eligible to win Everyday Thai Cookbook. Right, Becca?
Yep.
Okay, Becca's going to count us down. Ready?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay! Thanks so much for joining us today. Happy cooking. Until next time. Next time would be Sunday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We'll be giving away a $100 Melissa's Produce Pantry box and a sampler set from Sylvia Agave. Until then, have a great weekend, you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye!